My name is Andrew Marshall, and I am 29 years old and currently serve as the Vice President of Operations for the Sewell Family of Companies out in West Texas. I went to Zavala Elementary in Odessa, Texas, which is a part of the Ector County Independent School District, and participated in their MicroSociety program from 2001 to 2007. What my childhood looked like, I had two younger siblings. I was the oldest of the three. I was the A student that loved going to school. My little brother was the funny and social kid who had just a total hatred of school most of the years. And my sister was kind of somewhere between the middle of us. We all three participated in the MicroSociety program at Zavala. And for us, MicroSociety was what made school fun. We loved going to school. I got to participate in kind of a variety of roles in MicroSociety. In third grade, I got to kind of work around and work in a couple different businesses in a variety of areas. Our MicroSociety was really unique and cool because we had a wood shop in our elementary school. So we sold wood crafts. We had a petting zoo that you could spend your Starbucks is what we called them because we were the Zavala Stars. And so you could spend your Starbucks to participate in the petting zoo. We had a cafe that people made snacks and meals that you could buy with your stuff. And so I kind of rotated around as a third grader. As a fourth and fifth grader, I worked for our bank, and was kind of the first time that I was challenged to get outside of my comfort zone. My teacher at the time encouraged me to, hey, you should, put your name out there. And I had to get up and speak in front of my peers in fourth and fifth grade, and really gave me the confidence to think, maybe I can do this and maybe I can make a difference. And then in sixth grade, every year we had elections for our MicroSociety and elected a president and a vice president of the school. And you had to be a sixth grader to run. And so I had a couple teachers like, hey, maybe you should throw your hat out there. And I wasn't the overly outgoing, popular kid. And so I was like, I don't know if that's for me, but I did it anyways, and won the election. And so that was kind of my really, when I think back to the different markers in my life that helped instill a sense of confidence and ability. I remember sixth grade and thinking, I have no chance at this, but listened to teachers around me saying, hey, you give it your best shot. And so I was terrified. But it was kind of the best part of MicroSociety for me was getting to run for president, because I got to work with all the different businesses and go check on people, and really gave me a sense of pride in our MicroSociety and our school. One of the things that I'm really grateful for is that I got to see the genesis of MicroSociety at my elementary school. I was there when the program started. And so one of the things that I got the privilege of experiencing is seeing how it transformed all of us that were a part of the school before and after MicroSociety. And I can tell you without a doubt that every person that went through that program that I know is beyond grateful for the experience they had. When I think back to my time in MicroSociety, one of the things that I'm just overwhelmingly grateful for is the sense of confidence that it gave me as a person. It pushed me to do things that I didn't think I was capable of. And as an adult, it is something, it's kind of that gut feeling I get sometimes when I don't know if I can do something. I think about being a fifth and sixth grade student running for office at MicroSociety. And I'm just incredibly grateful for the fact that after I won our election in MicroSociety, I had a whole bunch of teachers around me that expressed and explained to me that it's your job now to go take care of the rest of the school. You have to take care of people. This isn't a, put your feet up on the desk for the rest of the school year. It's a job, just like everything else. And so I think that lesson has stuck with me throughout my adult life, that to whom much is given, much is expected in return. And I'm grateful. I think that has helped me in my career. I know it's helped me in life. When I reflect back on MicroSociety, what comes to mind is that it just wasn't another school program about textbooks and lectures. It was about rolling up your sleeves, immersing yourself in the real world, albeit on a smaller scale. But within the walls of our school, we became entrepreneurs, government officials, community leaders, and ran our own little mini society, and every decision mattered. And it made us feel like we had purpose at school. And unfortunately or fortunately, your traditional school, you don't always feel that. And so MicroSociety was really what made us feel like, no, this matters. It matters that I'm here today. And if I'm not here, then it makes a difference. And we experienced that in our businesses, right? When you were out from school 3 or 4 days, you come back and you're like, what's new with our business? And you missed something. And so it certainly gave us a sense of purpose for why we were at school, and it made us want to be there for sure. MicroSociety for me was what made me find joy in leadership and in leadership roles. I'm very introverted by nature, and I'm not someone that would ever seek out a leadership role. I don't want the attention. I don't want to speak in front of people ever, and I still don't. But what MicroSociety taught me was that if you're the leader of the business or of the school, that there's incredible joy that comes with helping other people. By seeking out leadership positions in our company and in our community, it has allowed me to find my purpose and joy in life, which is helping other people. And without that leadership opportunity that MicroSociety gave me, I don't know that I'd be in the same place today. So today I get to serve as the Vice President of Operations for the Sewell Family of Companies in West Texas, which is known for the automobile industry. We have car dealerships around West Texas, and the Sewell family has invested a lot in other businesses and philanthropic endeavors, which means that I get to work with a whole lot of different people. I get to work with people in our traditional businesses in the car dealerships and sales, service, and parts. I get to work with people in the philanthropic sector. I get to work with the whole marketing and HR team. I get to work with folks that are in real estate, and it's a really diverse group of people that I get to work with today. And one of the things that I think helps set me up for success in the role I have now is my experience in MicroSociety. And what I learned in MicroSociety was that for all the different walks of life we came from, and for all the different things that we experienced on nights and weekends, that at the end of the day, everybody longed for hope and belonging and purpose. And we found that in MicroSociety. And it's a constant reminder for me in business that everybody that I work with, regardless of where they came from, where they are, or where they're going, that they want hope and belonging and purpose. And so I couldn't say enough great things about MicroSociety for what that's done for me, but for what it's done for everybody else that I've observed that's been through the program. I'm still friends with lots of folks that I went to elementary school with, and we talk about MicroSociety. I mean, it's crazy to think that 20 years later, as grown adults, that we're talking about our elementary school programs, but we're still very proud of it. I'm very proud to tell people about MicroSociety, and every time I hear about a new school or a new district that's adopting the program, it gets me super excited. In fact, Laverne Shan was the principal of Zavala Elementary when I was there, and she works in Carlsbad ISD in New Mexico. And she shared with me a few weeks ago that they're looking at implementing the program. And I walked out of a meeting that I was in, and I called my mom and my siblings, and I said, guess what? Miss Shan's in New Mexico, and they're starting MicroSociety. And it was just, it's something that every time we talk about just brings people great joy. And it's one of those things that if you've been a part of, you understand what a difference and an impact that it makes for everybody that's involved. One of the unique things about the time that I participated in MicroSociety was that the world around us changed really rapidly. MicroSociety in my elementary school ran concurrently to the September 11th attacks, to Hurricane Katrina. And within the confines of MicroSociety at Zavala, we found kind of this beacon of hope and resilience. And in fact, I remember really vividly how our student body through MicroSociety rallied together in the face of Hurricane Katrina and the adversity that those folks experienced. And Hurricane Katrina, right, just left total devastation in its wake. And the sense of personal responsibility that MicroSociety gave us, the way that that played out was that we put our entrepreneurial spirit to work. We organized fundraisers, we organized community events to affect those that had been affected by Hurricane Katrina. We went out to local businesses and said, if we can raise money as a bunch of elementary school students, would you match it? And I can remember, I think as a fifth grader, getting to hold a big giant check in a bank lobby, that it wasn't just about responding to crises. MicroSociety for us is what laid the foundation for a lifetime of learning and growth and excitement for learning and growth. We all got to have different roles in business and government and community service, and it taught us really invaluable lessons about leadership and teamwork, and most important, civic responsibility.